We tried a new sealer for Jesmonite with a glossy finish. After months without posting, welcome back to our channel. First, let's recap, how did we get here? We heard about this new sealer in 2023, but now we get a chance to try it out. Usually we use Clarkson Stone and concrete wax, but we wanted to see how it would be with this glossy finish. But first things first, we need to create a product. Add your liquid pigment, and don't forget to shake it well. Mix the two together. Measure your powder, and you can do these calculations directly with the JesmoniteCalculator.com, and mix everything together. Remove air bubbles with the dental plate vibrator. And we're ready to pour on our silicone mold. A little backstory. Even after 3 years of doing this, we also make mistakes. You see that the consistency, it's extremely thick. When we were starting to pour, we noticed that the color was a little bit dark, so we wanted to make a little bit lighter and we put more white pigment. But the mix was already starting to set. This is when I start getting nervous. My silicone mold doesn't have enough. I took too much time while trying to mix more pigment, more retarder to see if the mix would hold. But no, I don't even care about the video anymore. I'm completely nervous and I'm trying to scoop out as much as possible. So what I'm trying to say is that mistakes happen. Even if you have been doing this a long time, you will still make mistakes. So don't worry about it. It's all good. I've decided to stop pouring and I see it's already setting. So we have what I would call Jesmonite rocks, and it can be used on other creations. As you know, Jesmonite sticks to Jesmonite, so no waste here. After making another beige batch to fill in the rest of the silicone mold, our test product is ready to be unmolded. And what's our next step? Sanding. And another fail. Please use something underneath your product when you're sanding that has enough grip so your piece doesn't shoot out into the floor. We usually start with dry sanding. You can find out more about this technique on the video linked above. And we're ready to seal. First question that probably pops into your mind is, what is this box? This is to prevent that we have dust particles flying around that will get glued onto the piece when we're sealing. This is not a must-have, and we think it's our own air filtration system that lifts up a lot of dust in the air. You can see in this first test piece we sealed all the dust particles that are now embedded into it, and also a nice pretty shine from the gloss sealer. All the preparations are done. Let's try the new acrylic gloss sealer. We diluted the gloss sealer with water, around 50% of water, 50% of gloss sealer. We added it to this plastic bottle just for convenience. Also, we notice if the ratio of water is bigger than the sealer, the glossiness doesn't show up as much. So we really recommend don't do over 50% of water. I know a lot of us struggles with the brush marks with liquid sealers, so we thought, what would be a good brush for this application? And if a good foundation brush works on the face, maybe that's the one we're going to try. And let's give a little moment of silence for ruining this foundation brush, please. We're going to try to seal always in the same direction, so we don't create weird brush marks, or any actually. Let's make sure to remove any excess liquid from the brush, and we really want to brush lightly so we don't have too much sealer on the piece. And also use gloves, please. Don't be like me. We waited around 5 to 10 minutes and did the second coat. We saw Jesmonite video that they advised to do the second coat before the first coat it's even too dry. We left the link of that video on the description. Let's speed up the process here since you already saw the first coat in more detail. Look at this glossiness. I actually think the application went pretty well. Well, you can see a little bit only in the sun, but still looks very good. This is unsealed and this is sealed. I think you can see the difference. Can you see the difference? We're going to do a second test because we just read can be pigmented to create effects. Interesting. Okay, let's try this. We're just going to add a little bit of a red pigment to this mix that we already had. We know that this doesn't look good, but the fact that the sealer can be pigmented, I think it actually opens a world of possibilities. Let's see the results. First one is sealed with Clark's, second one with gloss sealer, and the third one is sealed with gloss sealer with Jesmonite pigment. What do you think about the results? Are you going to try the new gloss sealer? Leave a comment if you liked the video. Thank you!